there, welcome to the Dayodane Show. It's yours truly, Dayodane, back in your faces, and this is going to be another exciting episode of the show as we talk about possibly one of the most talked about series of all time, Squid Game. For me personally, it was a no-brainer because I love gory horror, so I watched it from start to finish. And I'm just back on the streets to find out what we really think about the show and what they're really able to take out of it. So let's speak to a few people, hear their thoughts on the show, and I'll be back. It's your favorite show. Daniel, welcome. Now tell me, have you seen Squid Game on Netflix?
I have. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was one of the best Netflix shows that I've ever watched.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about you?
I thought it was really good. Very different. I feel like how did they even allow all this to air on Netflix? I feel like it wasn't censored or anything, which was like it was like super raw, which was awesome.
To be honest, the rules weren't fully explained to those people. And they didn't know that they were going to be killed. So after that first point, if I don't die in the red light, green light, I'm not coming back. And then I wouldn't even enter because I feel like there's other means to making money than like entering something that you don't even know the details of.
Gotcha.
Like, if I'm really being honest.
It was all over the place, but it was fun to watch at times.
If what happened in the series happened in real life, if it was to happen in real life, how would you react to it?
How would I react to it? I would hope that we would not know about it.
What do you think the producers are trying to portray with this series?
So I thought they were trying to definitely portray a lot of reality for a lot of people, especially the situation in like countries like South Africa, where it's very hard to, South Korea, where it's actually very hard to get out of debt. There's not a lot of loan sharks, a lot of like people in debt, and it's very difficult to get out in countries like that, especially with like loan forgiveness and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think it exposed a lot of that in those sense. So I think it was political. It also put a spotlight on just Korean dramas in general.
Right.
I think there's a lot to say that he was not even allowed to kind of air this or put this on the show for like 12 years.
Wow.
Since he wrote it in like 2008.
Right.
So I thought that also says a lot about the way society's progressed and how they're bringing different things to life.
That's a really good way to look at it. Welcome to the Dayodane Show. Hi. And the breeze, of course. It's so windy. What's your name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie?
Bella.
Bella? I'm Dio. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
Surprisingly, I guess to that point, I'm surprised they let it air now and not before. I feel like a lot of things don't fly nowadays, as opposed to like beforehand. We're like, okay, like everything goes.
Right.
So.
Wow. Very nicely said. I love it. Thank you, guys.
Honestly, I was like kind of like freaked out. Like I was like, what am I? I was like, I thought I was watching a Korean like just a fun game show, and then I was like, this is definitely not what I thought it was.
Okay.
I think it was. At first, it was confusing. I didn't really know who would be in the mind of creating those games until I figured it out.
So I watched it too because I was like, I want to understand all the TikTok references.
Oh boy.
But
if what happened in the series was to happen in real life, how would you react to it?
oh, I do not know. I'd be freaked out.
I've heard it's really gory, and I'm not a fan of that, so I'm assuming I'd probably hate if that actually happened. So
I think you're very correct. If you're not a fan of gory, don't even watch it because it's very gory.
Yeah.
hi, you're watching the Dayodane Show.
But I want to know why did the guy dye his hair red?
That's a very good question. I actually thought the same as well. Why did he dye his hair red? We'll never know.
Did it have to do with Jesus?
You never know.
Let's find out.
It's crazy. It's unlike anything I've watched.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you think the producers are trying to portray with this series?
I read an article that said the creator saw Trump's presidency and saw the world that like has been portraying, like how things have played out over the last 4 or 5 years. Saw that and was like, all right, maybe we can actually make this concept of a TV show a reality.
A lot of suspense, I'd say, and the killing was definitely an eye-opener.
I don't know. I hope I would survive.
Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty confident in my abilities, but
Okay.
I don't know.
So you're a 4, 5, 6, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you survive?
I probably wouldn't. To be honest, I was talking to my boyfriend about it. I probably wouldn't.
I've heard it's like a really interesting and compelling news show, and that it's kind of weird and like trippy.
Yeah.
But that like it's a high like recommendation. So.
Okay. And Annie is on the Dayodane Show, and I'm talking about Squid Game today. What did you think about the show? I guess you watched it, right?
I did.
Because everyone seems to have watched it.
Yeah.
What did you think?
So in the beginning, as you watch it, you have to kind of just get into it and just like, okay, what is this about? It's a mix of like Hunger Games, and you're like, okay. As you watch it, more information. There's more information. Okay, there's people who have like jet.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Dayodane Show. What's your name?
Ariella.
Ariella and Dio. Such a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. After the first episode, I was like, I'm not watching this.
Why?
I didn't anticipate what was gonna happen with that doll and the shooting.
Yeah.
It freaks me out a little bit. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance, and I ended up finishing it in a week and a half.
So what do you think?
It's
What did you
fantastic.
take out of the show?
It's a great show, it's very entertaining. I had a blast watching it.
What did you take out of the show?
People are fucked up. They will do anything for money.
First of all, I love your jacket and your coat. It's gorgeous. Colors, everything.
Thank you.
And you made this yourself?
Yes, I did.
Wow. You should start selling.
Thank you.
I'll buy.
Even though the old man dies in the end, the game still continues.
Right.
So who runs the game and how does it work? You know, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, I need to just really like now read and research the story and like what other people are thinking, because I feel like there's more to it than just the games.
I really like the angle you've taken this from, and of course, these are questions that I'm sure, hopefully, might be answered on the next season of the show.
People do crazy things for money. And then when things get really, really tough, they give up because ultimately you're going through basically hell to get a certain amount of money. And at some point, it's not realistic.
Right.
You have certain things.
That's very true.
There should be one, because I feel like if it's not as good and the story is just trying to like continue, but it doesn't make you grasp it, it's not worth it.
I feel like there's so many layers to what we've watched in the first season that could ultimately lead to something bigger than what we've even seen.
Right.
Like if you even look at how the show ended, it didn't end in I couldn't quite understand what was going on at the very end. So that's why I'm forced to believe that there might be a second season where, you know, like you said, the guy was shot, but we don't know if he died, you know? We don't know who really runs this entire game or organization, whatever it is. So we might get to know more if there's a season 2 of the show. So yeah.
I'm okay if they end it now and don't give us a season 2 just because it's like, it was so good.
Right.
If you disappoint season 2, it's just like, I'm okay if this is all I know and this is just in my head and I'm just feeling like, you know, I'd rather leave it at that than watch a season that's not as good.
Well, actually, I was watching the part where they attached in the bunk bed, and I was like, why don't they just climb to the top? And that's what the old man did. So I feel like I'm witty enough to be able to survive for long.
I probably wouldn't make it. I'd be dead.
You're not even gonna try.
I don't know. I mean, I would do everything I could, but I don't know if I'd make it. I can't screw people over like that.
Okay. Oh, you're a good guy. I like that.
You know, once I realized you had to screw people over, I probably just have to go.
That's so cool. Who was your favorite character in the show?
I only know the numbers. I like 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, he was like the major character, and he
the
was
old man,
hilarious.
obviously.
Yeah.
But I didn't make it to the end yet, so.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen the end. Oh, you need to watch the end then. There is a surprise waiting for you, so I'm not going to ruin it for you, but thank you so much for your time.
My favorite character was the man with the glasses who went to that really prestigious school.
Oh,
the last two.
The one who ended up killing himself.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember
really
his number
liked him.
now.
I don't
Yeah, but he did something really bad to the other guy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that I think it was episode 6. It was kind of emotional, and I'm like, oh, this guy was so mean.
Yeah, no, originally I really liked him. He was my favorite up until that marble.
Yeah, that marble game, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
It was a very sad moment.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you so much.
Of course.
And you look very nice.
Thanks.
Did you have any favorite characters in the series?
I don't think I had a main character, but that I liked, but I'll tell you I did not like the main character.
Really? 4, 5, 6?
4, 5, 6, yeah.
Why not?
Because I think he was just, I don't know how to explain it, like he was very nonsensical, especially at the end. Especially at the end.
It's interesting what happens at the end though with the red hair. I just couldn't understand what
I
happened.
couldn't get with the red hair
I'm
either.
like, what is
yeah.
Okay.
I'm still processing it. I feel like there's so much that happened at the end, and I binged it last night.
Oh wow.
So I'm not quite sure what just happened. Younger girl with the little brother.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
She like died at the end. She was like, yeah.
Yeah. She was really cool. She had a personality going for her.
And I like it because like I play sports, so I'm like, she's athletic. She's got it going.
I like that.
Kicking some booty.
I like that. All right, there you have it. Now, you've heard what a lot of people have to say about Squid Game, and at the time of this recording, Squid Game has acquired over $900 million in value for Netflix, and everyone is still talking about it. If you haven't seen it, I'd advise you go out there and check it out, but it's a very gory scene, but it teaches you a lot about life, and I hope you enjoy watching it. And I hope you enjoyed watching the Dayodane Show. I'll see you on the next episode. Keep living your life, live your truth, and always spread love and joy. Love you all. See you later.